Welcome back to Y'all Hearing This podcast
yes, the motherfucking podcast edition.
It's Kay. Thank you guys so much for coming back.
Yes, my name is Honeybee, or you can call me B.
That's right.
Yes.
And today, we want to say Happy New Year's 2023 to all of you. We are so excited. This has been an interesting year.
Yeah, we're gonna get a lot into that in the section.
Yeah. Like
this has been a very
good and bad, but yeah, it's been a lot. So yeah, first off, I just want to say I hope everyone has a wonderful 2023, and it's gonna be good. We've got goals, we've got plans, we've got everything. So but yeah, so we wanted to do a New Year's theme, kind of like new beginnings, a new year, kind of set, like, what sort of like intentions do you want? What sort of like path do you want to kind of lay out, because I promise you, I'm not someone who's like, woo,
right,
but I really do think like you having a certain headspace really helps you in so many ways going forward, like your intentions, your thoughts, like if you're in a negative space, that's all you're going to have around you kind of thing. So, but it's tough to have like a positive headspace all the time, which I totally get. So, but anyway, so I think we kind of took it in similar ways, like our we
definitely did.
Yeah.
Like our ideas, like as far as like our song choice and whatnot this week, I think we definitely were on like, we always are on the same wavelength. They just come like
I know. Well,
in weird ways.
Last week we definitely went different way, but anyway.
Whoa! We're not gonna go there. Whoa!
My goodness.
Yeah.
Anyway,
that was
I'm back. Yeah.
NSFW.
Yes.
Ciao.
This one, not so much, hopefully, but
right.
You never know. No, but I was thinking a lot about it and couldn't find like a great, like exactly what song I wanted. So I kind of went back to a song I love and have loved forever. So New Year's Day by U2.
Yes.
And we did a live version because they're very well known for doing live versions. So let's get into it a little bit.
I'm here for it.
So it the third track on their 83 album War was released as the album's lead single. Lyrics written about the Polish Solidarity movement. New Year's Day, it has Adam Clayton's distinctive bass line and the Edge's piano and guitar playing, which was really cool to see in the video because he kind of goes back and forth between the piano and guitar. And we were talking about this a little bit in the reaction video, but their live performance was like, literally you could have like recorded it, edited out the crowd sound, and it was like a studio performance.
Which, side note, I actually think that, I could be wrong, but I feel like they did an episode of MTV's Unplugged.
I don't know.
I feel like I thought that they had a live album that was huge.
Well, yeah, we talked about it a little bit in the react. They have a couple live albums.
Okay, but I automatically, and you know what it was, just looking at the video of like the vintageness of it, it made me think that they did something with MTV Unplugged.
Well,
because it was that good.
Like 90s. This was 83.
83.
Yeah.
But I know, in general, like seeing if they maybe did,
Vintage, that hurts my soul, buddy. Vintage.
Girl, at this point, I'm vintage. The hell? Ciao.
It was the band's first UK single, peaking at number 10, and was also their first international hit. It hit number 53 on the Billboard Hot 100.
Yes. If I'm not here at the next podcast, you know why.
That's right. It was the band's first single to chart in the U.S. So.
Oh, no way. That's dope.
Yep. It was ranked in 2004. Rolling Stone did a list of 500 greatest songs of all time. It was ranked 427th. But yeah, so it originally started as a love song from Bono to his wife, but was subsequently, reshaped and inspired by the Polish Solidarity movement. Bono, in 1983, Bono said of the song, "It would be stupid to start drawing up battle lines, but I think the fact that New Year's Day made the top 10 indicated disillusionment among record buyers. I don't think New Year's Day was a pop single. Certainly not in the way that Mickey Most might define a pop single as something that lasts 3 minutes and 3 weeks in the chart. I don't think we could have written that kind of song, which is true. It definitely had a very distinctive sound at that time. It wasn't quite like kind of the synthy pop kind of that was happening, nor was it like the hair metal that was happening, nor was it kind of the remnants of disco. It was kind of
that like around like the Take On Me?
Yeah, well that's a little later, but
that was later. Okay,
yeah.
Where it's like pop mixed with
that very kind of synthy rock, kind of almost like glam rockish. And then,
Okay.
Not that all like I love all that stuff too, but they definitely had a newer sound. It was different,
Because that was definitely 83. That must have been around the time of like Madonna's. Was that Like a Virgin 83?
No, I think that was later.
Oh, maybe that was Blue. What was that album? Blue.
I can't remember. But yeah.
That's gonna irk me.
But yeah, so it was one of their first to see heavy rotation on MTV. It was filmed in Sweden in December 82. Let's see. Sorry, I'm trying to go. I want to get into it. So U2 allowed free of charge use of the song in a spot prepared by the European Commission. This clip published on YouTube shows a transformation of Poland in the last 20 years mixed with short scenes from today's Warsaw. It's U2's 7th most frequently performed live song. It's been a standard on every U2 tour since its debut on the 1st of December 1982. Let's see, so again, the edge switches between piano and guitar. Trying to get some more info on exactly what the song means. Oh, this is cool. So when the band played New Year's Day during the Vertigo tour performance at Silesian Stadium in Poland, the crowd surprised the band when the lower sections waved red-colored items while other sections waved white, creating the Polish flag. That's really cool. That's really cool. I know, I'm trying to see. I guess there really isn't anything more about the I was hoping there was something more about the Polish Solidarity movement.
Right. That's so dope, though. But you know what's funny? Like, Bono especially is really big into anything that shows support for just any sort of international conflict or just anything that is outside the United States. Like, he is one to support, like, positive causes or things that really are a fight for change. So I'm not surprised that this song was, like, kind of birthed from something like that. You know what I mean?
I believe the story behind it was there was a certain person in jail and they were being let go on New Year's Day, and that's why the title. But also it was about becoming a more free country and things like that. So I do think it also has its roots, not only New Year's Day, just meaning that way, but in the meaning of kind of a new start, a fresh start, a fresh new path, a fresh way forward kind of thing, you know?
I like that.
And so that's why I kind of liked that it has that double meaning.
Feel.
Yeah.
That was a good try.
Thank you.
Well, listen, we're gonna get on into mine.
Yes.
And I have a little it's gonna be a lot of information.
Okay.
So fair warning, because this is a big deal as far as like the album it came off of. Yeah. But
give us the high points.
Yes, I'm gonna give the high points. Okay, I ended up picking Mariah Carey's the Fly Away Butterfly Reprise, which is off of her 6th studio album Butterfly. Now, as far as the song's history, right, it just says Fly Away is a song recorded by Mariah Carey for her 6th studio album in 1997, and the song was produced by Mariah Carey, and it was written by Mariah Carey, Dave Morales, Elton John, and Bernie Taupin.
Oh, nice. Bernie Taupin is Elton John's lyricist.
Yeah, and I think the reason that they are credited on it is because I think that she... Maybe the actual track itself sampled it.
Gotcha.
Because the track itself was produced by Dave Morales. And if you guys don't know, Dave Morales is a legendary, like, dance house, like, producer. And so before I get into the album, I just kind of want to give you guys just a little kind of, like, background when it comes to Mariah Carey and dance music. So... Mariah Carey, most artists usually when they do dance song or like dance remixes, like back in the day, and even they still do it to this day, but especially back in the day, and Kay, you could definitely attest to this, when a CD single would come out or a single, the single would come out and it would have the main song, the or the album version, radio version, and then it would have all these different types of remixes. There was like Thunderous Plus was one, Dave Morales.
Yeah, depending on whoever did. Yeah.
Justin Valquez, I think is his name, or Valquez or whatever.
Whoever took a crack at it.
Right, whoever took a crack at it. And so they would have that one song made for all different formats, which is how back in the day you really had to sell records. Let's talk about it. It might make somebody mad. But it wasn't all just about streaming. So, but most DJs would just take the instrumentals and take their instrumentals and then take the acapella versions of songs, and that's how they would make their remixes. Very few artists would actually go back in and re-sing their vocals, if at all. Yeah. Okay? Mariah Carey literally set this standard in the 90s where she would go in, and it started with her 1992 album. It was when her second album, Emotions, came out. She started re-singing her vocals, and she looked at it, and in recent interviews she talked about how she would look at it as literally forming a new song.
Yeah, it is. You have a whole new beat, you have a whole new section, and it may not match with the original.
And it became so not only did Mariah Carey have her own signature sound in the R&B and pop world, now she created herself as almost like a new artist, as a dance artist.
Yeah.
And so Mariah Carey ended up re-singing all of her major singles and all that.
That's awesome.
To the point where that's, in my opinion, what almost made her become this massive LGBTQIA plus icon, because she literally was doing what other artists wouldn't do. And the only other person that was really doing stuff like that was Madonna. And she wasn't even, if I'm not mistaken, she wasn't even re-singing her dance remixes. Like, they were just popular in the clubs because Madonna was like the Lady Gaga of the, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it already had the fun beat.
Yeah, so like, but Mariah Carey would go in and re-sing them, and that's what she became known for. So, when it came to her fifth album, Daydream, which had Fantasy, Always Be My Baby, all these songs on it, she had put she had put as, almost like, I feel like it's like an intermission, but there is a song that's called Daydream, and it's, it's an interlude, right? And but it's the whole dance remix, and the actual part of it is from their dance remix of Fantasy. So it was like, but they created it as another track, and it became this like thing amongst her fans, because it was just, first of all, it was not really done on a pop album at that time, or an R&B album, and second, it's never been something done by something like that of her stature, like an artist.
I feel like dance kind of had that kind of almost reputation of being like, that was kind of like your throwaway kind of thing that you did. Do you know what I mean? Like, you didn't make like a dance track necessarily. You know? So it's cool that she took the time to go. Yeah. Because it is hugely popular. And I'm sorry, EDM is a huge, huge thing. And dance is just as important as any other type of dance. Any other type of music. Right.
And I was actually looking, I was trying to find information on why they decided to do that on her album. Like, why would they include a whole ballad and pop heavy album, and then all of a sudden you have this dance song.
Right, just to get other people into it.
Exactly it. Like, you know, it really was one of those ploys where it was like, okay, well, Mariah Carey's reaching all these clubs now. How can we get them to feel like they're included with her regular... Right. So they go and buy the whole album to hear that one dance track, but now they love the whole album. So it's like, it was really smart. And so they ended up doing it again for her 1997 album, which is what my choice was today. So just to give you guys a background on the actual album itself, Butterfly is a 6th studio album by Mariah Carey. It was released in 1997. Throughout the project, Mariah Carey worked with Walter Afanasy, who she'd worked with previously. But this would also be the last time that they worked together on her album. She also worked with a lot of hip-hop producers and rappers at the time: Sean Puffy Combs, Q-Tip, Missy Elliott, and Trackmasters. Most of the album is considered R&B, which ended up having Butterfly deviate from the adult contemporary sound of Mariah Carey's previous albums.
Yeah, I can see that.
Carey also mentioned in a 2009 interview that Butterfly is her magnum opus album and the turning point in both her life and career, because during the time she was going through a divorce from Tommy Mottola, who was the head of her record label and basically like one of the top people in the music industry.
Yeah, which that must have been so crazy and like scary.
Yeah, so I won't get all the way into it, but if you actually go and look up any information on the Butterfly album, there's so many things that actually talk about that. During the making of that album, Mariah Carey was actually literally in the process of divorcing him, and he was doing stuff like she would hand in songs to go on the album or whatever, and he would just automatically be like, no. Or he would say whatever about them, or the record label would say stuff about him, or she was supposed to have studio time, and next thing you know, her studio time would be cut. Or she had to start having secret studio time. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Like, there was just things that were happening behind the scenes that people didn't realize. Like, there was plenty of interviews out there you can, especially more recent interviews. Yeah. If you look up anything around her autobiography that came out a couple years ago, she actually talks a lot about this period of, like, the Butterfly album literally was a period of her life where
coming out of her.
It was like, she was literally coming out of something dangerous, to the point where, like, this man was, during the making of this album, in front of one of the producers, he was talking shit to her and held a knife up to her neck. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people don't know stuff like this. So this album was so big for her. And this song, Butterfly, originally started out as the dance remix that we heard. So the actual ballad Butterfly wasn't even created.
Oh, that's funny.
So this literally
all the way around.
Exactly. Yeah. So like Mariah Carey was actually in the studio making the remix, I believe, to the Honey. I think she was doing the remix to Honey, and she was with this producer, and she was just listening to tracks, and this track came up and she started singing to herself, "Don't be afraid to fly," and it just kind of like went from there. She was like, "Spread your wings, open up the door," and when she started singing "Spread your wings and prepare to fly, for you have become a butterfly," the song is supposed to be like, if you listen to it, and the reason I picked it as my New Year's pick was because it has a mantra to it. So when I think of New Year's, I think of resolutions, I think of mantras now, and think of things that you have to keep reminding yourself. And throughout the whole song, it's literally a mantra. There's no other like different words. It's just, spread your wings and prepare to fly, for you have become a butterfly. And Mariah Carey is giving these words of encouragement throughout, like, don't be afraid to fly, and, spread your wings. And she's just singing her heart out. And she said, like, this song started out that way, and then she really, at the time, she really thought that she was going to go back to her husband. She thought she was going to stay with Tommy and that they just needed counseling and all this other stuff. So she wrote the ballad Butterfly to him. Yeah.
Wow. It's crazy because, you have to think of it like you're a certain thing your like whole life, or at least a big part of your life, and then all of a sudden you go through this change and it's a totally different thing, and it's like a totally, like, with a butterfly, you're flying now, like, which you can fall,
Right.
And butterflies are so, like, fragile, too, that it's tough to kind of come out, like, you're this more beautiful thing, but it's a lot. It's a lot.
Like, there's a part, there's, the chorus to the actual Butterfly ballad. She says, if you should return to me, then I knew that we were meant to be. So spread your wings and prepare to fly, butterfly. So she consistently talks about, like, if it's meant to be, it'll be. Yeah. And that's what this whole song is about. And that's what my mantra, which we're going to get into in the, stay what section. You know what I mean? But to kind of talk about that. But I just want to give you guys one last little thing about the album, because I'm a huge Mariah fan. But the album ended up debuting at number 1. It is considered one of Mariah Carey's greatest albums. It's actually considered her most favorite album that she's ever created. other than, she said that her top two are Butterfly and The Emancipation of Mimi. It went on to sell 10 million records worldwide. And then this year is the 25th anniversary of the album. And so they re-released it on the actual 25th anniversary. And the anniversary edition comes with the original tracks as well as 8 bonus tracks not found on the original. And the bonus tracks are dope because the original producer of the Butterfly, I think it was the Butterfly remix, I think Dave Morales, who did this, also did the Honey remix. And I'm like, don't beat me up, Lamely. I think that's right, because he ended up redoing a special anniversary remix of Honey. And Mariah Carey, also worked with some newer DJs who have gone viral during like the TikTok era and all that. And they remixed Butterfly as well.
That's cool.
But yes, it's one of my favorite albums. The song itself is just amazing. And we're going to segue right into our Say What section.
Yeah, so tell us, what is your mantra this year?
Yes.
What are you excited about?
Yes.
What do you want to like get rid of?
So I want to get rid of the feeling of feeling like things aren't necessarily going to get better, or like I am releasing anything that stresses me out. I'm releasing me holding on to trying to change myself to fit somebody else's comfort level, or whatever the case may be. I definitely spent the last year doing that. I actually spent the last 6 years really doing that. But I
swear your 30s sometimes just like, that's when I went through it too. Like you just go through this whole butterfly stage.
Literally, I feel like I'm literally in the midst of my own butterfly stage, and it's scary as hell. And, you know, just this last year was hell for me personally, and I didn't know how I was going to come out of it. And, you know, but then we have great things like this podcast, and we have people like Kay, and, you know, you have your support system, but sometimes your support system is not enough. And I want this year to be about being enough within yourself in order to fully accept the support that you have around you. Because I feel like you can have all the support in the world, but if you don't have support for yourself and open to it, you're never going to understand it. And I would never want to push people that I care about away. I would never want to push my own blessings away. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like this year is the year of spreading my wings and flying, and this is the year of taking chances, and the year of, you know, really like getting myself to where I see myself in my business and the podcast, and, you know, my friendships, my relationships, and, you know, I just want to literally not be afraid to fly. I want to spread my wings. You know what I mean? And that's literally why I think this song is dope, because, and my choice, you know what I mean? It really is a mantra. And I feel like I have to consistently say that to myself until it becomes ingrained. It's just like learning a new habit.
Yep.
People don't just smoke one cigarette and be like, I'm done.
Yeah.
I mean, they do, but
I wish I was that way.
Right, me too.
I quit years ago, I'm just saying. But
same. It's the same. But I think it's literally like one of those things, or it's just like doing a lifestyle change to lose weight or whatever. It's like, it doesn't happen just overnight. Like, you have to work at that. And
it's a big process.
So it's like that mantra, you know, telling myself to spread my wings and fly. And I just, you know, I want to accept all things that are good and release all things that are not for me. Not bad things, like all that shit. Like, of course I don't want no bad, no nothing,
of course.
But instead of just saying, I don't want this, I'm just going to release anything that is not for me. If it's not for me, Lord, take it away. Or, you know, do what you got to do. But, you know what I mean? So that's my little New Year's, you know.
Nice.
I don't want to say resolution. That's my New Year's goal.
Yeah, I like that.
Goal.
I like that better.
Yes.
Yeah, I think intentions and goals are like the way forward for sure.
What about you?
So, 2022 brought me some amazing things, like this podcast, like being grown closer to you, new music. Like I think that's been like one of the biggest things is like, seriously, yes. I know some of you were like, K-pop, what, but oh my God, it means so much to me now. Yeah. I don't even know if I can tell you how or why or anyway. Right. It brought me like maybe the most important relationship of my life, but then it kind of took that away too, you know? And but yeah, but I made some like decisions for myself. I taught myself some new stuff. Yeah. Which is really
Look cool. At this shit. Did you ever think that you'd be out here being a whole engineer, man?
No, if you had told me a year ago, I would willingly be on video talking and like, you know what I mean? Acting an idiot. Like, you know, never. Right. I'm a person who hates like pictures. I'm a person who hates like, you know, so like that has been super freeing, you know? And because I'm the one who like edits and stuff too. So like I'm literally looking at myself like all the time. And it's kind of been really fun, kind of releasing that kind of like, you know, like of course there's still like thoughts and you know what I mean, whatever, but like for the most part I kind of am almost like immune to it now. I don't know if that's the best word, or like, you know, I feel like way more open to it. Yes. Of like kind of putting myself out there. Kind of thing.
You're starting to really plant your feet.
Yeah. And just letting
feel
me
comfortable in them shoes. How about that?
Letting me be like who I am and publicly.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
I mean, this is me, this is you. Yes. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Like, we are who we are.
We are who we are, but it's just like taking more chances with that.
Exactly. And yeah, for 2023, creativity is my word. Yes. Is my mantra. I want to try everything. And it may fall flat in my face, and that's okay too. Right. I want to, I'm definitely working on like recording some music. Yes. I want to like write. I want to, well, I don't know about drawing because I'm really bad. But maybe I'll make some stick figures. Who knows? But
hey, listen. Come on, Stickus.
I want that. I want live shows. I want to go see some. Yeah. I mean, I have the tickets for Stray Kids, but I want to go see 80s. I want to go see anybody that comes around I want to go see. Yes. You know, even if it's like local bands. I don't know, I'm just kind of got the bug again with music. Yeah. You know? And you know what? Even if I put something out there and it does nothing, that's okay because I did it. You know?
Listen, I'm telling you, live music changes your life. I don't even care. I put myself in debt going to so many fucking live shows. And I'm going to pay myself out because, you know, I know that the universe is going to give it back. But it sustains me
in a way that may not be like money.
When I tell you that music is like exactly what you said, like it changes everything. When things are not right within you, like it really changes stuff. And live music, I can't emphasize enough how much live music saved my life this past year. And not just mine, but like so many other people's. And I really want that for you. Like I want you to go to all the live shows this year, but you know, a little responsibly, because don't get it twisted. A bitch is paying his bills and shit. Does that mean that like I had to like go without, or like I done maxed everything out? Yeah, you're damn right. Because you know what, at the end of the day, like I needed to do what would save my life, and obviously like be responsible about it. Yeah. But of course. You know, I think it's going in with that idea of, you know what, like I'm gonna be fine. Everything is gonna be good. Everything's gonna work out the way it's supposed to, and like going to these live shows and experiencing meeting new people and forming new friendships. Yeah, I want that for you so bad.
Yeah, me too, because
it's going to change your life.
I like work from home. Do you know what I mean? Like I don't really like get out there, and it's not even about like meeting like a person for like a relationship or whatever.
No.
Like meeting new people.
Like-minded people.
Exactly.
Oh, imagine meeting somebody that does this. And learning stuff from them, and vice versa.
Yeah. I love it.
You know what I'm saying?
I want to like,
Child.
I want to meet all the people. Like seriously, your guys' comments and things like that has meant like so much to us, because it's so cool when you meet people who like feel the same way about something that you do, you know. Or you might introduce someone to something and they end up loving it, you know. It's so good. I love it. I love it. That's my favorite feeling in the world.
Yes. Especially when it's something that you like as well.
When you love it, you know. Yeah, this has been so much fun. And you know what? I'm looking forward to learning more.
Yeah.
Seriously, if I, as a 42-year-old, can learn how to like edit videos and audio and do all these things.
Yes.
Mostly from YouTube videos.
Right.
You can learn anything. You can teach yourself anything.
It's all about determination and willing to put the work in.
Yep.
And it's hard.
Yep.
It's hard as fuck, especially when you are living in this crazy world that we're in right now, and the way that things are, it's like you can't help but feel uncertain. And it's hard. But when you put the work in, and even if it's for 5 minutes a day, it's the same thing. Like I was talking to somebody the other day about working out and stuff and getting back into it. I fucking hate the gym. I bet you I would, but the times that I did love the gym, when I really got into it, it was because I was putting the work in and I was doing it. But I was just saying the other day, I was like, I really want to start going to the gym again. Like, I'm paying for this membership and it's not being used.
Yeah.
And they were like, just go. Even if you walk in there for 10 minutes.
Yep.
10 minutes is better than no minutes.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just
and once you get your butt there, then you're like, well, I'm already here.
Right.
You know?
Right.
That's immediately what happened to me. Now I just work at home, but,
right.
you know, yeah.
But it's that same idea of just putting the work in. Just like Kay was saying, like, you can learn something as long as you put the work in.
Yeah.
And, you know, I think this year, I'm looking forward to... Yes, the mantra of being creative. And I want that for you. I want you to go see more live shows. I want that for me as well. And I also am looking forward to I'm excited to see what we do for the 1 year anniversary.
Yeah.
Because that's going to be during Pride Month.
Yeah. Oh, that's right.
So it's like, ooh.
I know. I want more for the podcast too. I want us to go, like, when we, you know, like if we go see concerts, I want to like, not live stream because they can't live stream a concert, but you know what I mean? I want to do like a podcast on the road or something, you know what I mean? Like, and I mean, I'd love to like meet artists and start doing interviews. I'd love to do, you know,
literally
all of that. I want it all.
I know, right? I want it all. I want it all. Who did that song?
Oh God. Oh God.
I want it all.
Is it Queen?
Is it Queen? I thought it was.
I can't remember now. Oh my God. Maybe it is. Sorry guys, tell us in the comments.
Yes, please tell us in the comments. I was looking it up. I was like, who did that? But thank you guys so much for all your support.
Tell us what your mantra is for the year. What do you guys want to get rid of from 2022? What do you guys want to look forward to?
Yeah, what do you want to get rid of and what do you want to accept?
Yes.
What do you want to bring in? What do you want to like suck in?
Yeah.
What do you want to Acanelli?
Yeah. Oh, Jesus. We need Jesus, is what we're saying.
Oh my gosh. And, you know, we hope that you had a blessed holiday season.
Yes,
and we hope that you had having an amazing kickoff to your new year.
Absolutely. And we hope you get everything that you need and want in this new year.
And
you know?
more.
Yeah, exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely.
I claim it on everybody watching and listening.
That's right.
Hallelujah in the name of Jesus.
We love you guys so much. We appreciate your support. It has meant the world to us.
Your love, your everything.
Here's to the best 2023 ever.
Yes! Let's go, bitches! Love you guys.
Goodbye.